Of biometrics is predicted to have a huge growth. If you look at the number of airports which have adopted the biometric technology, there are about 35% of the airport which have adopted biometric technology already. And this is forecasted to grow to almost 85% in next 3 to 5 years, meaning to say that every airport in the world will have, now in the soon and near future, will have a biometric solution. If you look at this technology is not new. In fact, at SITA, we started exploring this technology way back in 2015. And, we have number of airports which are currently deployed, and I would say almost about 41 airports with SITA is already deployed with biometric technology. So in future, clearly this is going to be the technology which airlines and airports, and of course for the passenger, it gives the control to the passenger to move forward. So it's a technology which is going to be real in near future.
All right, so that means fingerprints, that means potentially retina scans, etc. I know you think that biometrics are only effective, really, though, when you A, check in, and B, when you board. Why not for immigration?
That's a good question, and Singapore is certainly taking the lead because in Singapore we do see that airline, airport, and the ICA, they work very, very closely. The key for this to work through end to end is for every stakeholder to work and collaborate very well. So, for example, today, the technology is already in place, and there are places where when you go and check in, you can do this in two ways. One, you can do that on your mobile before you arrive to the airport, or two, you can do that as a check-in kiosk as your first touch point. And once you do that, then at every single step of your journey, for example, you go to a backdrop, you can just use your face. You can move. If immigration is integrated, fantastic. Then even the immigration can be done. But if there are immigration checkpoint is not done, then you can even use this technology at lounges, at duty free, all the way you board the aircraft.
Sumesh, I want to ask you, SITA saying your face will become your boarding pass. And I want to go back to this issue of security. Can you just explain to us how this actually works with facial biometrics? I mean, are all of our faces really so different and unique? How does this work with, say, weight gain or loss or glasses? Or is it really more the iris scanning that is keeps us the most secure?
Monica, I would say that biometrics is even more secure than a human check because, we have trialed this technology on various different aspects. So you can, for twins, for those, wearing hijab, there are various, trial test cases which we have done. And this technology is proved to be even more secure than, having a physical check. And it basically uses, like a forensic. So it will not just look at your iris, but it looks at your facial, everything really, really well. So, to give you an example, we did trial this, for the kids about 9 years, and it certainly works. Certainly for young kids, and when they grow, when they change, their passports, or they've not checked, changed that, it does have a problem. And I can give you an example, right? Currently, we have deployed in India, where we have deployed this as a DigiYatra, and basically it checks with the national ID picture, and still it works fantastically well. So, before you go to the airport, what you can do is you can use your mobile app and update your flight details, and it basically checks your ID with the national ID picture. So when you go to the airport, you can have a walkthrough experience.